Person, are you ready?
Yeah, I'll take it,
Thank you.
Satish.
Let's move.
Yeah. Good morning to all Toastmasters and guests. I am Toastmaster Daniel Andrew. I welcome you all for the 344th meeting of our Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. As everybody in their life has the mission, we Toastmasters Club also has the mission. So our mission is to provide a supportive and learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self growth and personal confidence. So, before we go into the meeting, there are three ground rules to be followed during the entire meeting. The rule number one, since it is an online meeting, mute your microphone and turn off your camera. If you may be moving, that will be distracting the speaker. The rule number two, as Toastmasters, we should not speak about sex, religion, and politics. So kindly refrain from speak about these three topics during the entire meeting. The rule number three, do not crosstalk or unmute when the speaker is speaking. Now, I introduce our presiding officer. He is an amazing Toastmaster. He is basically an instrumentation and process automation control engineer with 30 years of rich industry experience. From an instrument service engineer to executing various projects for critical control systems in oil and gas or cement steel industries. He enjoys reading books and he enjoys music of all genders. He admires Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Steve Jobs. After a break from 35 years of work in India or MNCs, now he started his own entrepreneurial journey to do something back to the world and the people. Now I welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Satish Kumar, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms Daniel Andrew, for a warm welcome. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Welcome you all to the meeting number 344. Thank you so much for waking up and joining us at 7 a.m. in the morning. I have been very busy with my work and have attending a seminar yesterday related to manufacturing, and so many leaders from the industry were talking. One leader was talking about how they approach the cultural change problems in the shop floor when the new technologies are being implemented. And so there's so much of resistance, so much of doubt, so much of concern whether they will survive with the new technologies that are coming in, which are disruptive. So that is when he said they first start working on the culture, taking the people into confidence and ensure that everybody is comfortable with the kind of change that is going to come in. And an assurance that, yes, we all will be there together, that technology changes not to lose jobs or but to ensure that we all have a better way of working and better life. Somewhere I see that Toastmasters is again a place where we start thinking differently, change our own way of working or our own way of culture. We come out of our comfort zone, start talking, start expressing, and also learn the leadership skills on the way. That's a great learning for me because now whatever I have learned to through Toastmasters is again being reinforced, the thought process is being reinforced by all the external speakers or all the events that I'm attending. It's the same thing. Change ourselves and be the change we want to do. Going forward, yes, today is a busy meeting, a big agenda with 3 prepared speakers and table topics and 3 valuations. Let us start off quickly. Before that, we have a guest, Mr. Sastri Anjaneya. Will you mind please introducing yourself?
Yeah. Hi. Hi. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anjaneya Shastri. I am part of Ambattur Achievers Toastmasters Club. I joined my speaking journey in 2010 in Chennai Toastmasters Club. And after that, at that time, I was working for Wipro Technologies, and I was the founder president of Wipro Chennai Toastmasters Club.
Okay.
And recently, I retired from Standard Chartered Bank in information security. And now I'm a freelancer working on GenAI, how to bring in GenAI tools into cybersecurity or any other area so that people can be benefited. Yeah, looking forward to see the proceedings of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anjaneya Sastri, for joining our meeting. Are you part of our guest group?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll have to keep note of your number and record it. I will keep in touch. Thank you so much for joining our meetings. We have another guest, Mr. Mohan also. Mr. Mohan, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, sir. Good morning,
Hi,
everyone.
good morning.
And this is my second class. And previous week, I was attended this meeting. And myself, Mohan, I'm doing as a content writer for more than 4+ years. And I want to join I want to join this club to develop my public speaking skills. Yeah, to acquire leaderships. That's it. I was into training. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much for joining. Keep joining our meetings.
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
sure
sir.
we'll achieve your objectives. Okay. And we also have our regular guest, Toastmaster Man Nataraj with us. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Man Nataraj, for joining us this early morning. Okay. Moving forward, I'd request our club secretary, Toastmaster Keshavan, to read out the report for the meeting number 343. Toastmaster Keshavan?
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sorry, sir. Bluetooth is not working properly. Hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible, Keshav.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. So the meeting over Zoom started by Standard Arms, our Toastmaster Daniel Andrew at 7:05, followed by the presiding address by presiding officer Toastmaster Satish. And members present were Toastmaster Satish, Keshav, Daniel, and DTM manager Jacob. Number of attendees were 12. Members present were Satish Kumar, Keshav, Alex, DTM Satish Menon, Jyoti Thomas, Daniel, Bala, Toastmaster Girija, Pardi Ramadi, Vijay, Guest Morgan, and Toastmaster Mohini Ramalingam. Presiding officer addressed the gathering and guests were introduced. Post that, presiding officer invites TMOD and minutes of the meeting were read out. The same was approved and the roles were introduced. Toastmaster of the Toastmaster Bala and table topic master DTM Satish Menon, timer VTM Jyoti Thomas, and amusing, refreshing, pitch perfect potential session was conducted by our Wake Up Chennai team and contest participants were Toastmaster Satish, Toastmaster Daniel, and Keshav. An energetic table topic session was conducted by DTM Satish Menon, followed by TMOD as Sararams shared with the poll and hand over to the presiding officer Toastmaster Satish. And club awards were presented to Best Table Topic Speaker, DTM Alex Jacob, and Best Pitch Potential Contest Speaker, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew. And thus, feedback were taken from the guest, and meeting was adjourned by 8:30 by presiding officer Toastmaster Satish Kumar. And over to you, sir. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Keshav, for reading out the report for the meeting number 343. If there are any amendments to be done to the meeting report, please get in touch with Toastmaster Keshav here. And we have to celebrate welcoming another new member to our club today, Toastmaster Vijay. Toastmaster Vijay has not yet joined. A new member has joined in our club today, Toastmaster Vijay. Let us all welcome him. He is going to join the meetings. He has been joining our meetings regularly as a guest, and he has become a member today. So let us welcome him. And now I'd like to introduce Toastmaster of the Day, who's going to take us forward with the proceedings of the meeting. Toastmaster, who's going to take as a Toastmaster of the Day, is born and brought up in Chennai. He's an MCA graduate, working with an IT company with 14 years of functional experience, specializing in manufacturing, supply chain, distribution, and costing verticals in Oracle ERP. He's a fitness enthusiast with other interests, including cinephile, epicure. He aspires to reach maximum heights in public speaking and professional communication in Toastmasters. Let us welcome Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Shivkumar.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Satish Kumar, and good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Toastmaster Sivakumaran, and I will be your Toastmaster of the day today. To start with, I have already announced to everyone that the theme of the meeting today, that is cricket more than just a game. How many of us played cricket in our lives? Can you please give a thumbs up? Either it is tennis ball cricket, rubber ball cricket, plastic ball cricket, or it is cork ball cricket, the proper cricketing ball. Most of us would have played. That's great to hear. Cricket is not just a game. It is an emotion, a festival, and even a religion. And I know that every one of you know why I have chosen this theme. When I decided this on Saturday, by the time our women's cricket team won the semi-finals of Cricket World Cup, and I'm damn sure that India will win the World Cup on Sunday. That is why I have chosen this theme, cricket more than just a game. I'm so proud of our Indian team that we have won our first Cricket World Cup, and the men's World Cup we have already won, and the women's World Cup we have won it first time. And our proud women team has done it on our homeland. So I'm so proud of that, and that is the reason I have chosen this team in cricket more than just a game. But it is not only the reason. The love for the cricket we have in our country is so immense. I still remember the first cricket match what I have enjoyed a lot in 1996, where Jadeja scored so much of runs against Pakistan in Bangalore, and we scored 288 runs against Pakistan. And at last, we went on to win the match. That was so energetic and electrifying match, which I can't still forget it till today. And that is the reason cricket is more than just a game. Then if you see in other perspective, cricket is not just a game. Cricket teaches us life also. A batsman knows that one ball can change everything, just like life. He has to be cautious in playing each and every ball. He has to be prepared to play the correct ball for the correct shot. A bowler knows that persistent pace off. Everyone is every over is a new opportunity. From the way he is setting up the batsman, bowling the outswinger to play the defense, and suddenly they bowl the in swinger to get the ball to take either a LBW or a bolt. So that role is played by bowler. It's similar to our career also. We have to play the proper shots, proper method to know which ball we are going to bowl, so we are going to get the correct opportunity. Similarly, a fielder realizes even a small contribution can turn the match. Saving force catches in matches, they are not mere statements, they are the true facts. So at last, when the team wins, it is not the scoreboard, it is not the trust, it is not the score, not just the scoreboard. It is the trust, spirit, and togetherness what we get with the cricket game. So in another way also I put it, cricket match is similar to our Toastmasters meeting. Our presiding officer is a general manager, TMOD is the captain, general evaluator is the referee, ensures that the meeting progresses correctly on and off the field. Timer is the umpire, accounter is the scoreboard operator, grammarian is the third umpire, table topic master, bowler who challenges the batsman with different kind of questions. Evaluators or coaches will advise how to better themselves. And at last, our sergeant at arms, who's the ground staff and team organizer, ensures that we are making a proper games for today. So before I move on to the next segment, I would like to request all of our members to do one thing with your names. So I know that you have mentioned General V. Satish Menon, TTM Keshavan CR. I would like to prefix your name with your favorite cricketer name. So my favorite cricketer name is Dhoni. So I am going to rename my name in the participant list to TMOD Dhoni Sivakumaran. So in the way, I request all of you to put your favorite cricketer name prefixed here. So we know that who is your favorite cricketer is, and you will be called in the same name during the meeting. So for the team, I would request all of you to do this. Okay. Yeah, I have just renamed my name to TMOD Dhoni Sivakumaran. So please do the change so we can have a different kind of team meeting today. Yeah. Uh, Thank you. And next, I would like to request General Evaluator Satish Menon to introduce the tag role players, and we will take it from there. Over to you, Satish Menon.
Thank you, TMOD Toastmaster Shivakumaran. A very good morning to everyone. For those of you who will be wondering what is the role of a general evaluator in a Toastmasters meeting, every Toastmasters meeting needs to run with a certain purpose. Needs to run in a certain manner, and we need to follow certain rules and regulations when we are running the meeting. The role of the general evaluator is to first evaluate all these uh, rules and regulations and process and see whether we've followed them in the right manner. It's also about saying what we have done correctly, what we can improve, and what is it that we have not done. So the general evaluator's role is also to kind of give a feedback to the members on how they perform with respect to time, how they perform with respect to effectiveness of their speech, and how effective were they with their grammar. Now, this secondary role is done by a team called as the tag team, who keeps a track of how effective the members were with respect to time, how effective they were there in the speeches that they delivered, and how correct were they with their grammar. So for the tag team, these roles are played by three different individuals in every meeting. Unlike the club XCOM roles, a tag team roles are not fixed. These roles rotate in every meeting. So first, let me call upon the timer for today's meeting. Our timer for today is a new member to our club. He's a senior design engineer working at Fisher's Chennai Engineering Center with around 6 years of experience and has a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. It's quite a coincidence that he's also a enthusiastic cricket lover, keeping in line with the theme of our meeting. An all-rounder on the field. Okay, so he's an all-rounder when he plays cricket. He's also on a journey to master the art of public speaking and leadership. So please welcome our timer for today, Toastmaster Pariti, who will explain to us the timer's role in a Toastmasters meeting.
Yeah, thank you, General Satish Menon. Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, myself, Paridi Langovan. My role is timer today. So, I will monitor the timing for each segment of the speech. We have table topics and prepared speeches and evaluation speeches. I will, based on the timing, I will change my background. So for table topic session, for table topics, at 1 minute I will show green card. At 1.5 minutes I will show yellow card, and at 2 minutes I will show red card. And for prepared speeches, at 5 minutes I will show green card. At 6 minutes, I will show yellow card, and 7 minutes, I will show red. We have evaluation sessions for at 2 minutes, I will show green card, and 2.5 minutes, I will show yellow card. At 3 minutes, I will show red card. So at the end of the meeting, I will share the timer report to you all. Thank you. Over to you. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pariti, for explaining the role of the timer. I would request everyone who's speaking to please ping the timer so that you are aware of the cards changing and you don't lose track of time. For the second person on the tag team, which is the arc counter, today's arc counter role is being played by the president of our club, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. He needs no introduction. He's already been introduced by our Sergeant at Arms in the beginning of the meeting. But for the benefit of those who joined late, he's a very seasoned Toastmaster in our club. Though he's a new member, he's scaled leaps and bounds in his Toastmaster journey once he joined our club. He's a process instrumentation control engineer with over 3 decades of experience. Now, having worked for more than 3 decades, now he's commencing on his entrepreneurial journey. And he believes in making the world a sustainable place. And he's working towards that. So please welcome our counter for today, Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much, DTM Satish Menon, for that introduction. As our counter, my role is to note filler words being used by the members so that the speeches can be improved in terms of the flow. I'll be noting down the filler words like or any other repetitive words being used by the members, and I'll be submitting my counter report when I'm called for. Thank you so much. Back to you, David Boone, DTM Satish Menon.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Now, the third person on the tag team is the G, which is the grammarian. And it's nice to see our grammarian back to the meeting after a long break. So our grammarian for today is a very passionate Toastmaster. He's been with Wake Up Chennai for quite some years now. He works as a project manager in TCS and is also passionate about public speaking, fitness, walking, jogging, and running. And he also loves to read a lot of books. Please welcome our grammarian for today's meeting, Toastmaster Santosh Subramaniam.
Also, thanks for the introduction. Hi, dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good morning, all. It's okay. So, as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, sayings, or thoughts. Also, as a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is ample, enough, which means enough or more than enough. Example statement is, we have got ample time to make a decision. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh. We request everyone to use the word of the day in your speeches as far as possible. So that was the introduction of the general evaluator and the tag team. We'll come back with our individual reports and the overall report towards the end of the meeting when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day. With this, I hand the control back over to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shivakumar.
Thank you, General Evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster David Boone, Satish Menon, and a small apologies from my side. I did not read out your introduction, so for the benefit of other members, I would like to just read it out. Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon is playing the role of General Evaluator today. He is the first generation IT entrepreneur who, after more than 2 decades of entrepreneurship, is now looking at experiencing the remaining items of his to-do bucket list. Satish has been a Toastmaster since December 2013 and has held multiple positions at the club, area, division, and district level. He was the district director of our prestigious District 120 Toastmaster for the year 2021 and 22. Uh, Thank you, sir, for taking the role of General Evaluator today. And moving on to the next agenda, uh, it is our prepared speeches. Aligning with our theme, the prepared speeches is going to be the opening batsmen who are going to play. For that, we have three fabulous batsmen who have enrolled themselves and come onto the field now. And before that, I have seen many guests and many members have not renamed their name with the favorite cricketer. Bala, can you please rename your name with your favorite cricketer prefixed in your participant name? And Anjanaya, you can do that. Vijay, if you have joined late, please rename your name with the favorite cricketer name. Like if it's Kohli, please rename it with Toastmaster Kohli Vijay.
Sure.
Yuvraj Singh, Keshavan, Gayatri, I don't know you watch cricket or not. Your name is not there. Karthik a guest, can you please prefix your name with your favorite cricketer? Sergeant comes Virat Kohli, Daniel, nice. Kapil Dev, Satish, nice. Santosh, Uma Natraj have MSD. Santosh and Uma Rani, kindly rename your name with the favorite cricketer. So we know that who is them and it will be aligned with today's meeting. Okay. And yeah, moving on to our next segment, which is prepared speeches. For that, we have three members given who have given their introductory speeches. The first opening batsman of today's meeting is our Virat Kohli Sergeant at Arms, Daniel Andrews. I know today it is going to be firing with his speech with the same way how electrifying uh, Virat Kohli will open his field. Before introducing him uh, into his speech, I would like to request his general evaluator, Toastmaster Gayatri Ponusami, to read out his speech at the same.
Hope I'm audible.
Yes, thank you.
Toastmaster Daniel Andrew is going to give a speech from the Pathway Dynamic Leadership Project Level 3. It is an elective project. The topic is Act and Articulate. The purpose is connect with storytelling. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri Pondaswamy, and uh, I would like to introduce our prepared speaker, Virat Kohli, Daniel Andrew. And, Daniel Andrew is a mechanical engineer by profession, currently working as a maintenance manager in a manufacturing industry in Gujarat. Beyond machine and maintenance, he is passionate about fitness and an enthusiastic marathon runner participating in events across the city. He joined Toastmasters about a year ago, and since then, it has been an exciting journey of learning and growth. He is looking forward to sharpening his communication skills, enhancing his leadership abilities, and becoming a more confident speaker throughout his wonderful platform. And his speech title is Act and Articulate. Toastmaster Virat Kohli, Daniel Andrew, Act and Articulate. Act and Articulate. Toastmaster Virat Kohli, Daniel Andrew.
Thank you, TMOD Shivakumaran, for the warm introduction about me. There is one quote said by Benjamin Franklin: "The well done is better than well said." And there is another quote said by Amit Kalantri: "The tongue doesn't get things done." Good morning to all my fellow Toastmasters and guests. The two quotes which I mentioned earlier have two different perspectives. Yes. One states the importance of communications, and another one states the importance of actions. Let me explain these two scenarios with my practical experience in the past. The scenario number one. In my company, one colleague whose named Tripati Rao, he was very active and very dedicated only in terms of communications. So in the year 2013, during one of our plant major shutdown, my work times gets over by 8 p.m. in the evening. His work time will get over by morning 8 a.m. Who doesn't know what is plant is the facility is a manufacturing facility filled with machineries. So when I come to the plant in the morning 6 o'clock, I will ask Tirupati Rao for the morning report. The conversation starts like this: "Hello, Tirupati Rao. Give me the report." "Good morning, sir. Night shift progress was very good. Our long pending job like kiln, cooler, and liner plate replacement job was completed." Then I said, "Okay, what is the status of gearbox alignment?" "Sir, gearbox alignment job was completed up to 80%. Idli ke baad pura kaam ho jayega, sir." That means after having idli at morning 6 a.m., rest of the work will be done. But after having breakfast, when we check the status at site, it has got only 50% of the job would have got over. But the way the hype he has given to us, we were under the impression that 100% of the job would have got over. This way, he puts all of us in trouble. Scenario number two. In the same company, another colleague named Jyoti Ramar. He was very hardworking and sincere person who never hesitated to work for late hours, and also he don't bother to stay back during the weekends for getting the work done allotted to him. But when questioned by the management, he was unable to explain about his responsibilities and about various tasks that he performed. By my surprising fact, since last 15 years, he never got promoted. So with this, both the scenario of both the persons, you cannot climb your ladder if you only speak, but you have not done the actions. So it is both are equally important. Communication is as important as action. If you are communicate in a better way, but you have not completed the task, that is a red flag again. Similarly, you are ever hardworking persons, but you are unable to explain what you are done. That is again a red flag. So to all my friends and colleagues in your career or relationships, don't just act in silence, but just speak with actions. When you combine the courage to act and with the clarity to articulate, then no one can stop you at this moment. Thank you. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, prepared speaker Virat Kohli, Daniel Andrews. It was we had so many fours and sixes opening our match, and it was a fantastic speech from you. Thank you for that. And moving on to our next speaker, it is our Anbarasan Toastmaster, Anbarasan, MS Dhoni Toastmaster, Anbarasan. Before that, Daniel, can you please pin our speaker and timer in our
Yes.
meeting room? They will be visible 10%. Okay. Yeah, to introduce Toastmaster Anbarasan, I would read out his introduction. An MCA graduate working in Accenture as RPA developer with total experience of 8 years. He joined Toastmasters to improve his communication and leadership skills. And I am his evaluator for his speech today. To go over his speech objectives, he is doing his pathway motivation strategies, and he's going to deliver his icebreaker speech. His title is A Nostalgic Moment. Toastmaster Anbarasan, a nostalgic moment. Nostalgic moment, Toastmaster Anbarasan.
Thank you, Mr. Shivakumaran. MS Dhoni Anbarasan. Okay. So I'm coming as a middle order player here. So like MSD Dhoni. So hope I will finish the game with the winning note. Okay. I think I might be the first person to deliver an icebreaker speech after waiting for almost 4 to 5 months. Hopefully, during this time, I would like to remember the quote. Yes, it took me some time to take my first step, but during this time, I would like to remember the quote, better late than never. Hopefully, from today onwards, I'll be very excited to take part of any Toastmaster event and make the most every opportunity that comes my way. And in my next 5 to 6 minutes, I would love to share a key nostalgic moment which has happened in my life. Very good morning, fellow Toastmasters, and special welcome to our guests. Do you know who gave me my name, Anbarasan? Most people are probably say my parents. But in my case, it was not my parents, it was my school principal. Yes, you hear that right. My parents were named Anbu, a short and sweet name, just 4-letter word, simple, loving, full of warmth. But when I joined in school, my destiny had other plans. When my school principal filling out my admission form, he saw my name Anbu. He noticed still a lot of blank space available left in the name column. To just fill out that empty spaces, okay, he changed my name. Anbu turns into Anbarasan. This is the story behind my name. During my childhood days, I grew up in a small village where life was simple, people were very friendly. Even my neighbor's pet knew my name. That kind of attachments you can see in my village. Every day morning, school van would come to pick up us and take along the way to big city called Devagote. It was around just 10 to 12 kilometers from our native, but kids for us, we felt like a tour every day. One day, during our usual morning ride to school, something truly magical happened. It was a rainy session. That time, when half of the kids are secretly wished the school would get flooded and you'd all get an unexpected holiday. Our
I think we have some network issue. Let's. Think, let me call him. Looks like there is a power cutoff issue at his home. He is joining in a moment.
Am I audible now?
Yes, Anbarsan. Yes. You were at the point where you were
Sorry.
telling about rain and flood and the rain and flood, your school will be flooded and you are expecting for holiday. You can continue from there.
Yeah. Sorry. Here, power cut. That's why I connected using phone. Okay. During our one day, during our usual ride to school, something truly magical happened. It was a rainy day. That time, when half of the kids are secretly wished the school would be flooded and we will get an unexpected holiday. Our van was rumbling along the narrow village road, filled with the usual morning showers, laughter, singing, dancing, and of course, the daily work for window seat. Window seat is the most prestigious spot in our life. When I'm looking back, window seat taught us more about competition than ever studied. After some time, our school, our driver slams the brake. The van jerked to a stop. We all went quiet for a second, which believe me was miracle. We expected a buffalo standing in the middle of the road. But what we saw something else that forget us everything. Yes, right there in the middle of the road stood a peacock. Not just any peacock. It is a group of white peacock. I had never seen it before. It looked so elegant. Almost had like a fairy tale, escaped from a fairy tale. Or maybe it is from the wedding decoration, I'm not sure. Our van driver turned around dramatically and whispered, "Shh, silent, please." Believe me, we are the one time we obeyed driver's request. Our van went absolute silent. The group of white peacock began to start dance, spreading his white feathers wide and twirling gracefully in the drizzle. For a few minutes, Even the rain seemed slowed down just to watch. It was a mesmerizing. No one spoke, no one blinked. Even in the naughty kids in the back were keep quiet. Okay, that's how the magical was happened. That time, that day, we might have reached the school little late, but what we witnessed is truly unforgettable. It's one of those moments stays with me and reminding you sometimes we just take a pause and look around. Okay, enjoy the beauty of life offers, even if it stops in the middle of the road. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, middle order batsman MS Dhoni and Barasan. Truly, you have played so many fabulous shots, I would say. It was so nice to hear you giving your icebreaker speech. Thank you for giving that. Moving on to our next agenda and the speech, it is our prepared speaker number three, Toastmaster Bala. Bala, who is your favorite cricketer? You don't have.
I still stick with Tendulkar. I don't know the other guys now.
Okay, yeah, it is Toastmaster Tendulkar Bala. To introduce Bala before our club members who don't know about him, uh, he's a cloud. He's a cloud consultant by profession and an organic farming enthusiast at heart. He enjoys blending technology with nature, exploring IoT innovations, and spending his time with his family. He values simplicity, lifelong learning, and meaningful conversations. His passion lies in building sustainable solutions that make a real impact. Photography, cooking, baking, guitar are his favorite other time pass moments. He loves to go to gym then and there to keep himself fit. And we did not get any nominations for evaluator for his speech today. Anybody willing to take this evaluator role impromptu, or I will go for some other arrangements. One moment, Bala. Anybody willing to take this evaluator role?
Yeah, I would like to.
Sorry, it is Sanjanaya Shastri.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Sanjanaya Shastri, for taking up the role. For the benefit of to make your life easy, I will read out the objectives, speech objectives of Toastmaster Bala. It is his pathways presentation mastery. He is doing his project in level one, writing speech with purpose. His speech title is First Day at School, and his timer, note down his speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Sachin Tendulkar Bala Murugesan, first day at school. First day at school, Toastmaster Sachin Tendulkar Bala Murugesan.
Thank you, TM Modi Shiva, and my timer, Shastri Anjaneya. I think I can go ahead, right?
Yes, please.
It was a light blue day, the kind which I always remember, which lingers in my memory. The air was filled with, if you remember, Parijadagam flowers, which is usually there before our house. I dressed up in a school uniform with a crisp shirt with a blue and white stripes, with a matching socks and a polished black shoes. My school bag is with new books, and my right hand with a lunch box, which is given to be my mom. Even when today, when I think about those moments, I still get my goosebumps. I was living in Chennai. I was studying in a school called Kalakshetra and moved to a school called Chetana, which is in Madurai. My dad was working for Indian Air Force, so his duty was posted in Ambaram. But based on the relations, because all our cousins were there out of Madurai, we moved to Madurai. Laterally, the school also have to be changed. My dad used to have a bike. In case if there are any bike enthusiasts, you would understand my feelings. It was SD. Um Road King was the name, and it was a 250 two-stroke vehicle, which are two silencers. So even when we can cross a road, we would be able to hear the thump of the ESC. So being a small kid, I had to hold my dad, and then I was not able to see what is there in the front. I was sitting in the back. The bike stopped. So it left me speechless when I was able to see a wide, big bungalow. I was told that's the school. It had a very heavy iron gates. I think if you're able to remember the scene in Chandramukhi, the gate, you're really able to hold the rods with your hand. That's such a big. It has a lot of lion, tigers on the frame. There are huge pillars which can hold the gates. So it wide open. So we had to park the bike and then we moved inside. The school was run. I mean, the Chetana school was run in a mansion. If you can remember about an old Chettinad mansion, which will have a palatial portico, it had 25 rooms, and literally the school strength was around 200, and it can hold all the 200 within their courtyard, which is the hall. That's a massive thing for me. From a normal school where you have the whiteboard, all stuff, it was a house where the school was being there. My dad had to drop me, and then he said, bye, move. I met the first Mr. Reddy, who was the correspondent, and he introduced me to Miss Malika, who introduced me to sixth standard, section D. You would understand, right? When I enter in, all the students are there. It is already 10 o'clock in the morning. I had to walk through the small pathway, all their lunch bags and bags. So I need not push anybody, and then I need to go sat at the last corner. Suddenly, a hand came and said, hey, hi. I am Hemraj. Welcome to Chetana. It was one of my friend, the first introduction in that school. Interestingly, when I changed schools, you would have a lot of interest, understanding your boundaries. You have a lot of boundaries, right? You know what to talk, what not to talk. When you meet a stranger, it was strange. So a lot of you over there, in case if you have had an opportunity of changing your school, you would understand the feeling. When you're there with your friends, you directly go hug each other and then start moving with a small chit chat and move. But once you're new and the school is started, you're entering by say 10 o'clock, everybody is sitting staring at the board, and I enter in with my bag and my thing. So I had no other options. The school was not that organized. So they put me onto the last bench, and that's how I move in. And interestingly, the first session was an art class. Artists come, they draw is what we usually understand. But that artist had a passion of telling stories. So he gives a small homework. Everybody starts drawing. I still remember mountains, clouds, and a small, like the Uday Suryan. That was how we usually draw, right? That's a scenic view we do it. He keeps telling stories. I don't know what was his passion, but his name was Shanmugam. He usually makes the sound very slow, very husky voice, and he says his experience in crossing a river. He and his friend was crossing a river swimming. They didn't know the depth of the river, the current front. So their challenge was as a two small guys in the native, they had to cross the river swimming. So they crossed and suddenly they understood both the sides were tough for them to cross back, but nobody was able to shout or make it. They had to have the guts and move it. I still remember those incidents. Whenever I see a river, I remember about my Shanmugam's hair. And when he keeps explaining about small or big fishes which comes and then scratches your body, you still have the pain, but he was able to express it in his stories. So how is that you are able to travel along with me by you hearing or you smelling the parijadagam flower when you cross somewhere, or when you hear a SD thump, the sound of a SD when the core is removed, you can hear at least a half a kilometer before, or when you see a river, and you are knowing that the current is not being measured, and that's the sense. So these are some of the feelings which I allow you to pass it on with your whole day. Thank you, timer, for the time.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Sachin Bala, for giving your speech. It was a beautiful play. So many the cover drives, I can see that, and the way you explain stories are really interesting to watch. And thank you for the speech. With this, fellow Toastmasters and guests, we are done with our prepared speeches for today, which is the opening batsman and the middle order batsman have played their part really well for today's match. And moving on to our second segment, which is table topic. For the interest of time, I would skip talking about my in between themed information. I would request our moderator for today's table topic uh, session, uh, Toastmaster K7, Yuvraj K7, to go about his introduction. And he is a working professional with over 7+ years of corporate experience in various roles in customer management, education, and healthcare by profession, and now spreads his wings passionately as a podcast consultant, happiness life coach, and motivational speaker by passion. And believes thoroughly in being a professional and motivational speaker. Toastmaster Yuvraj Singh K7, please take over the session and go with the table topic, Master now.
Yes, thank you, Dhoni, TMOD Dhoni, Sivakumaran, for the lovely introduction. With this, we take forward with the table topic session. Table topics is a quite interesting one where it's impromptu, where each in so it brings out our creativity to speak up and brings out our art of speaking and makes our thought process.
Again, I think his network issues, so we couldn't hear him properly. Let us give a moment so he joins. And yeah, Keshav, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yeah,
Yes,
is it okay
yes,
now?
please. Yeah, please.
So I was just saying, like 1 to 2 minutes is the impromptu session, and the art of speaking and creativity goes in 1 to 2 minutes. I request all the members and guests to take up the table topic, and we can just go ahead. Sachin, Vijay, anyone who is interested to take up a topic, please do. Hi, Jay sir.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, Keshavan. I can take the first topic.
Sure, sir. Sir, cricket teaches us passion and perseverance. As you can see, you can't hit a six every ball. So, how do you practice patience in your daily life?
Well, any game and the cricket, especially, which attracts the entire world and people, it really teaches a lesson for the people to be very patient and have interest towards each and every second. We can see the entire how much of crowd is going for a cricket event, and first of all, that game is giving an enthusiasm and a kind of an interest to everybody. Though a player, a batsman, kicks, hits in six, or he gets a duck out, that doesn't matter. So the game completely attracts him. So I would say that not a batsman hitting six or going into dugout or a person bowling a very smartly. It is how the event is being organized, and it is how the event is being projected, and it is how the event is being marketed. So that is how interested people to come and participate. So I would say that interest matters when how it is being presented, who presents it, how it presents it. So if the presentation is not good, probably the interest won't catch up. So I would take it in the sense that how you present yourself. This happens in the interviews also. Like if you don't go with the proper presentation of yourself, then there are high possibilities of getting rejected by that itself. So presentation is the key. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jay, for the lovely topic and your insights on it. So with this, I go with the second topic, Sastri, Karthik, Umanatrajan, Vijay, Sachin, anyone who is interested to take up a topic. Hi, Uma ma'am. So, ma'am, what is your toughest opponent mentally you see, and how do you tackle it, Toastmaster Umanatra?
In life, we have many challenges and we have many opponents also. Just like cricket, whenever we have an opponent facing us, we have to have that, what do you say, uh, knack of how to face that ball whenever a bowler is facing, and the ball when the batsman is facing a bowler. Similarly, in life too, you have to be very alert when there is an opponent who is throwing some words against you, because they say that words wounds heal but not ill words. So you have to be very careful as a speaker, and being a toastmaster, we know that how words are very powerful. You can make or break a person with your words. So whenever you're speaking, be very careful how what words you're speaking. And even when you're hearing words from somebody, uh, it is not in our control. But whether you're going to react or respond, that is in your hands. So I have always learned to not react but respond. So that always is safe, because the response is in your hands. And anger is very dangerous. There is only one letter between anger and I think you have to be very careful. It is very dangerous. And so have that alertness, whether to react or respond, just like a batsman reacts or responds when a ball is thrown to him. And like Dhoni, I would like to be always cool and play it safe. So, what is your opinion? Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Umanatra. It was really insightful, and to learn about the aspect. So thank you. And we have another couple of topics. So who is Vijay, Sachin? Sachin, you would like to go for a topic? Vijay?
Sure, I'll go for this topic.
Okay. Yeah. So your topic is how can we and do you appreciate your small wins in your everyday life? How can we and do apply to appreciate small wins in our everyday lives?
Okay, that's a great question to me. A small win is much important to motivate us every day. Right? So I take there are a lot of things I'm doing in my daily life. Say for example, I wake up at 5 o'clock and I go for a gym, and after that, preparing my kid for the school, and after that, play for badminton or something, and I will start my routine. So I do have some practice in my life. So whether I'm going gym or not, I'm playing a badminton or not, and I completed my day-to-day work to do this. So whenever I ticking that particular objective of the day, so I feel little motivated to me that today I have done something good. today I have completed my work. I did not postpone to the next day. So like that, that gives the motivation, like I'm going on the correct track of my particular goals. I do have a short-term goals. I do have a long-term goals, but I'm just, I mean, traveling towards it. So I feel like these small wins on a daily basis, I mean, making this consistency, all these things helping me to shape my path and motivating me uh, that that I'm traveling on the correct time for the particular path like that. So the small win is necessarily required for everyone. Um, for me, the small wins are ticking my to-do list tracks. I hope that could be same for everyone in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Vijay. It was a lovely insight. So with this, I go for another topic. Sastri Anjanaya Muthupandi.
One information, Vijay is our member. He joined recently. So he's not here.
Okay. Okay. Warm welcome, Toastmaster Vijay. It's
Thank
really
you. Thank
to
you, everyone.
share your insights on.
Happy
So
to be
with
part
this,
of this
we're going
club.
to the yeah. So Muthupandi, Anjanaya sir, or anyone who is going for the next topic.
I would like to skip table topics. Thank you.
We have Sachin Mohan also, I think he's from interest.
Yeah,
Mohan.
Sachin, going for a topic.
Sure, sir. I would like to take.
Okay, so form is temporary and class is permanent to that. How can we maintain our composure and confidence during our low phases? And what could one cricketing stance for that be?
Can you repeat it, sir?
Like form is temporary and class is permanent. To that, how can we maintain our composure and confidence during our low phases? What could one cricketing stance be for it?
Thank you for the topic, sir. I think cricketers used to hit the ball and they was running between the wickets. And I think that is we can compare with our life. If someone hit the ball and the batsman or the opponent will get, the non-striker will get bowled. It's important to consider the ball space. Likewise, in our life, we should be careful and we should be cautious in doing few works on certain things. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sachin. Thank you, Sachin, for the insights and thoughts. So, Timothy, we have still time for a couple of topics.
No, we can go ahead to the next section. Toastmaster Yuvraj.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for running
Over
the
to you.
session. Thank you for running the session, Yuvraj Singh. It was not Yuvraj Singh question. It was perfectly aligned with the theme, and I like the phrase what you used. Form is temporary and class is permanent. It was very similar to the session how you run. The form is temporary and the class is permanent. Before we move on to our next segment of the meeting, evaluation section. I would like to speak few words about our theme of the day-to-day cricket, more than just a game. So I am a cricket fan, and I always watch cricket matches in Chennai whenever it happens in Chennai in NA Chidambaram. From my 12th standard, I remember I watched so many cricket matches: India versus Australia, India versus Pakistan, West Indies, so matches. But a couple of matches which I remember recently is 2011 India versus West Indies and 2023 South Africa versus Pakistan. I did not get match ticket for India versus Australia. I was at South Africa versus Pakistan. But both the matches gave me so much of memories in it. India versus West Indies, we went to watch Sachin, but Sachin got out in his first ball itself, giving a tip catch to the wicket keeper, and he went on. But after that, Yuvraj Singh scored 100 runs, and our Suresh Raina Chinnathala has played so beautiful innings, and he scored 60 or 70 runs. That was a memorable moment. Another important, moment of the match is West Indies was playing beautifully till 150 runs. And after 150, the wickets started falling. By the time they reached 180 runs, they all out for the match. That is the beauty of cricket. We were thinking as a spectator, India will lose the match. Our World Cup dream is gone. But the bowlers played their part really well, and the pitch variations and pitch reactions to the bowlers changed after the due factor comes into picture, and West Indies got out in simply 30 runs of scoring 30 runs. That is the beauty of cricket. And South Africa and Pakistan match, if you have watched in 2023, you know that it was a fantastic match. Klasen was playing so beautifully until 40 overs. We were thinking South Africa only will win the game. But Klasen was out. Another tail enders and the middle order batsmen start to failing down. And we are end up with 8 wickets, I think. And Keshav Maharaj was playing. The last 10 matches, 10 overs, nobody in the stadium sat on their seats because we were thinking one side we want South Africa to win, other side we want Pakistan to win. Because Pakistan is bowling so beautifully. They have crafted each and every ball when they bowled it and ensured that no sixes or fours are went. It was a few runs they have to score, but still Pakistan managed to stop them. One small mistake by the spin bowler who bowled outside leg stump and the ball went for four. That's how South Africa won the match. It was fantastic experience for me. That's what I'm coming to. Cricket is not about runs, wickets, or trophies. It is about character, discipline, and team spirit. It shows it, cricket teaches us patience. It shows when to defend and when to play and waiting for the perfect moment to strike the ball. It shows us resilience. Like TT Master Keshwan said, form is temporary, class is permanent. You may be out of form, but you should know that when to come and take up the responsibility and play for it. Then it shows teamwork and leadership, which shows that when to attack, when to defend, and when to trust your team members. With that, I would go to our last session, evaluation session. And I request our general evaluator, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster David Boone, Satish Menon to run this session.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for handing the control over to me for the next part of the session. So this, in a typically cricket parlance, evaluation session could be termed as the post-match summary or evaluating the result of the match, which usually happens with an expert set of people who are very clear on, who basically analyze and dissect every part of the match that happened to say what's gone right, what did not go right, and what we should do as we move ahead. And before I start, one small anecdote that I would want to relate. My experience in 2012, I was watching an Australia versus England cricket match in Brisbane. And in Australia, the stadiums, if you want to smoke, you have to go out of the stadium. You don't allow you to smoke inside. So you can have drinks inside, but if you want to smoke, you have to go outside. So in the second innings, when I had stepped out for a break, I found there was one Australian guy and there was one English guy there. And we got talking, and the Australian guy asked me, it's very surprising as to what is an Indian guy doing in an Australia versus England one day. So the English guy replied to him, it's very clear. He is from the IPL. He's come here to scout for talent. So that was the power that IPL wielded even at that point of time in 2012. And it was not a surprise because at the end of the match, Australia needed 18 runs of 3 balls. And Glenn, one of the Australian players, I don't recollect his, Maxwell, yes, Glenn Maxwell, he just came in and he hammered 3 sixes in a row to make Australia win. And the next week, he got picked up by Chennai Super Kings for more than a very, very big amount. So that was the power of IPL, and that's the power that Indian cricket wields throughout the world. So with that, let's get into our post-match session or the evaluation session. We had 3 prepared speeches for today, and to evaluate our first speaker, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, let me call upon his speech evaluator. So his speech evaluator is a very enthusiastic, dedicated member of our club. She is an IT professional with almost 12 years of experience, a proud mother of a 5-year-old, and she loves to chit-chat and play chess with her son. So please welcome Toastmaster Gayatri, who would evaluate Toastmaster Daniel Andrew's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster General Evaluator. Today, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew began with a very apt quote: "A well done is always better than well said." This perfectly set the tone for the speech, reminding that communication is not just about words, it's also about our actions. It is not only relatable to work, it's also about our public speaking. So it connected well with the audience. He used 2 relevant stories very effectively. He had this very well structured logical flow, and he used this rhetorical device antithesis, using contrasting ideas to highlight his points. So one always focuses on words and another story focuses on the actions. He has this strong vocal variety. He always used this consistent tone throughout his speech. He added natural humor, and the story is very authentic. That helped us to connect very well with him. I would suggest that he can try to be open to audience. His story is very open to us, but what I felt right, he always had this right arm folded. He didn't use his right arm so well. If he could open to us, it will connect more with the audience. He looked very presentable on the screen. He has this very powerful voice. What I suggest, right? The conclusion is so powerful. His message is too so powerful. But if he has used relevant passes and has used a different tone, and for the conclusion, it could have felt more powerful through his actions. I would suggest he can also try to use all 7 minutes, because we would like to hear more from you and see you talk. So consider using 7 minutes speech, 7 minutes, entire 7 minutes for your speech. Overall, I would say it is very meaningful, authentic, and well structured speech, and that you truly reflected the essence of act and articulate. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri, for the evaluation of our first speaker, Toastmaster Virat Kohli Daniel Andrew. Now for the evaluation of our second speaker, Toastmaster MS Dhoni Anbarasan. Let me call upon his evaluator. Now his evaluator has already been introduced in the beginning of the meeting. He is none other than our PMOD and also our Vice President Education. Another brief introduction about him. Since taking on the role of a Toastmaster in our club, he's also ventured beyond the club to take many roles both at the area and division. He was the interviewer at the recently held Division D conference, where he interviewed the chief guest in a fireside chat. So it's like when the player is not only playing for the state or the country, he's also now playing beyond the country in different leagues, like we say players play in IPL or they go and play in the English County League. So our VP Education is also doing the same. He's going beyond the club to play at different, participate in different events. So please welcome our VP Education, Toastmaster Virat Kohli Shivakumaran, who will give the evaluation of Toastmaster Anbarasan's speech.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Devil Moon, Satish Menon. To go with my evaluations, I would like to appreciate Toastmaster Dhoni Anbarasan for delivering his icebreaker speech. It was a beautifully narrated speech where he explained about how he got the name established in his school by his headmaster, then the way he entered, how it was accepted and enjoyed by his family members, and then moving on to the rain and flood experience, what he has explained. It was so elegant and so light-hearted way to listen to your speech, Toastmaster Dhoni and Barasan today. And I get your warning that I missed out reading Dhoni in the beginning of announcing your name. Thanks for reminding that. And the good part, what I enjoyed in his speech is the first thing is humor. His speech is completely filled with humor throughout, completely filled with humor. The way he mentioned, they named me Anbu, but my headmaster went on to make it as Anbarasan, and it was accepted widely by everyone. The way he mentioned, we want to get leave. We go in the bus and the rain is pouring down. We are expecting the rain will be the school will be flooded with water, and we want to take some leave. It is very light-hearted to leave. It is listening to him. I can easily connect with him because it is he uses very simple language, and it is like talking to a friend. That is the way he has given his speech. Then I appreciate him for standing up and delivering his speech. Because of that, I can see his hand gestures very clearly. His stage movements, he has to work on his stage movements. He's doing some random movements in his body. However, I appreciate you. You have stood up and given your speech. Then your voice modulations and your facial expressions are really enjoying to watch. Then another good factor in your speech is your structure. You started with explaining, you started with saying you have not given your speech for 4 5 months and given justified with the quote, better late than never was good. Then you have moved on with the history of your name, your experience with White Peacock on your way. These are really done well in your speech. Those Master Dhoni and Bharathan. Some improvements I would like to suggest is I can see there is some preparation lag. You were thinking about what to say next. You can improve on that factor. Then I would say that your conclusion was very abrupt. You said enjoy the beauty of life and you stopped. I want some conclusion to be given. What is the aim you have come to Toastmasters? Because it is an icebreaker. Say what is the ambitions, what is the aim you are expecting from Toastmasters, what is the skill you want to develop from Toastmasters. Give some call to action that let's do here and that. This is what I'm trying to explore from Toastmasters. Me be more expressive and tell your thoughts so others are inspired listening to you. Overall, it was a beautiful icebreaker speech. And Barasan, your positives are humor, your stage movements, hand gestures, and your structure. You have to improve on conclusion and speak more about your icebreaker and intentions and your call to actions. Thank you, and over to you, Central Evaluator.
Thank you very much for that detailed evaluation, Toastmaster Dhoni Shivakumaran. Now for our third speaker, Toastmaster Bala. Now I can see here that Toastmaster Bala has not put any cricketer's name in front, and his evaluator has also mentioned that he doesn't follow cricket. So we definitely need to have some variety in the meeting. So here we have the variety of two people who don't seem to follow the game, which is very fine. Okay? Because not everybody loves everything, and we need to have certain variety. So to evaluate Toastmaster Bala's speech, first of all, we should thank his evaluator for taking it up at the last moment. His evaluator is a member of Ambattur Achiever Toastmaster Club. He's also been a past member of Chennai Toastmasters Club, and as he introduced himself in the beginning, he was working with Standard Chartered, and now he's retired, and now he's on his entrepreneur journey of helping people work through AI and other new technologies in the market. So please welcome Toastmaster Anjaneya Shastri to evaluate Toastmaster Bala's speech.
Thank you very much, DTM Satish, General Evaluator. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Toastmaster Bala Murugesan. Speech title, First Day at School. Bala, I should talk to you and find out about the school which you attended and the teacher who inspired you with his storytelling skills. So that I could see clearly those storytelling skills in your speech. So it's an informational speech, and let me come back on the specific purpose of it. So what I could, the strength is the clarity of the speech. Your speech, the opening, and then you're getting ready with the kind of dress and the perfume of parijatam flowers. That has really given me a mental imagery of a boy, a happy boy who is getting ready to school. And also, when you narrated the school with the large gates and Chandramukhi kind of eerie environment, that again brought me, stayed me hooked into the story. And then another one is the HD bike you explained about the twin cylinders and the sound which is to reverberate into the next street also was wonderful. And your eye contact was fantastic, and your speech was very interesting. The way you were handling the stage was very good. So what I found that maybe many times there was an interruption in the way the speakers were speaking. Now I realize that there is my internet connection was unstable. That may be the reason I was missing out. So I found that the specific purpose of the speech was missing, or I have missed out listening to it. See, what is the takeaway? What is in it for me? Why should I see? Usually, this kind of this project requires a specific purpose, like a listener, what he is getting out of this particular speech. I missed out. Maybe I'm wrong. That's one thing. And you would have added more vocal varieties, like when you talked about HD, the thumping, dump, 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 you would have added, or the Chandramukhi, you would have added some gestures so that people would have more engaged. So to conclude, Bala, your key strength is storytelling and the crafting the speech, and your elegant presence on the stage. It can be further amplified by a little improvement in the vocal varieties and gestures. So it was lovely to watch you, Bala. Thank you so much. Over to you, DTM Satish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anjaneya Shastri, for the detailed evaluation of Toastmaster Bala's speech. With this, we complete the speech evaluations for the three prepared speakers who are there today. Now, let's get on with the tag team reports. So first, let me call upon our timer, Toastmaster MST Parthi Ilangovan, to provide the timer report. Parthi, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. Let me share my timer. Prepared speeches. Toastmaster Daniel Andrew took 5 minutes to, and Toastmaster Anbarasan took 6 minutes 30 seconds, and Toastmaster Bala took 6 minutes 21 seconds. For table topic session, Toastmaster Jaisankar took 1 minute 55 seconds, and Toastmaster Uma Nadraj took 1 minute 39 seconds, and Toastmaster Vijay took 1 minute 30 seconds. Took 51 seconds. For the evaluation session, Toastmaster Gayatri Ponnasamy took 90 seconds, and Sivakumaran took 3 minutes 34 seconds, and Sri Anjaneya took 3 minutes 10 seconds. This is the timer report. Over to you, Director.
Thank you, Toastmaster MSD Parthi Ilangovan, for the timer report. Now let me call upon the accounter, Toastmaster Kapil Dev Satish Kumar, to provide the accounter report.
Thank you so much, David Boone, General Evaluator Satish Menon. Following my accounting report, Toastmaster Shivkumaran used 3 plus A hours. Toastmaster Parithi used 3 plus hours. Toastmaster Daniel Andrew used 2 hours. Toastmaster Santosh used 2 hours. And DTM Satish Menon, impeccable. There are no filler words or any hours. Toastmaster Anbalsan 3 plus hours. Toastmaster Bala 2 hours. Toastmaster Anjaneya Shastri 3 plus hours. The filler words were not many in the meeting. I'm happy about it, but there were few used this kind of words were used. Maybe we can improve on that. Filler words, reducing of number of filler words we used. Thank you so much. Over to you, DTM Satish Menon.
Thank you, accounter, Toastmaster Kapil Dev Satish Kumar. Now let me call upon our grammarian for today, Brian Lara, Toastmaster Santosh Subramaniam, to provide the grammarian report.
Sir, yeah, thank you. So, yeah, the grammarian report, I don't see any improper language usage. I have a very short list in each topic for using the quotes and the special words. So, in the speaker 3, Bala, Toastmaster Bala used massive and organized, and also speaker number 1, he started with the quote, well done. And moving to the table topic, the topics all are good, but the first topic, practice patience in daily life. And moving to the speaker, Toastmaster Umana Raj, she used make or break, and also react or respond. So this one, and DTM Satish Menon sir used, when you talk about Maxwell, hammered. So these are all the words I collected. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh, for that grammarian report. Now for my overall general evaluator report for today's meeting. Today's meeting, the agenda was circulated in advance, so all of us knew all the role players, speakers were. We had just one evaluator missing, but that also we could fill in during the course of the meeting, thanks to our guest, Toastmaster Anjaneya Shastri, who chipped in. The meeting started on time, opened by the Sergeant at Arms, handed over to the President, who had his opening address, which was quite an inspirational address. And then the guest introductions were done, which is a very good thing. I handed over to the TMOD a very good theme in line with the accolades which our Indian women's cricket team achieved last week. And cricket is something which definitely elicits a lot of feedback and opinion from a lot of us. And keeping in line with the theme of the meeting, everybody did rename themselves. Most of us did rename ourselves, not everyone. 3 speeches, 3 evaluations, and a TT session, which was in line with the theme of the meeting, and also detailed tag team reports. Now, this is all what a Toastmasters meeting needs to have. One or more than one speech, detailed evaluations, as well as the tag team reports, and a TT session which involves everybody. And we could see that both guests and members got a chance to speak in the TT session, which is good. And Couple of things that we can improve. First is, let's not wait for exactly 7:05 to join the meeting. It's better that if everybody of us joins at least 5 to 7 minutes earlier. This allows us to check whether our audio video is correct, whether do we have any connectivity issues, gets us time to rename ourselves and do all of that. Because we could see in some of the speeches that the audio and in some cases the video kind of was not very clear, and a couple of speakers had to drop out and then come in again. So that's the exact reason why we say that please join a bit earlier so that you can check your audio video. People who are there on a weak network are advised to also keep a secondary device on, so that whenever your primary device drops, you can immediately switch on to the secondary device. This is very important if you are giving a speech, because you might be in the midst of giving a very detailed speech. Suddenly the power goes off or anything happens, you lose your momentum, and the entire audience also kind of feels that they get disconnected. They don't know what's happening. So that's one thing that keep in mind. Also, all role players are kind of advised to join at least 5 to 7 minutes earlier, so that we know that all the role players are in and the meeting can start. We should also not have set the trend of calling people up and telling them to join. If somebody is volunteered for the role, they very well know that the meeting is going to happen on that time. And we've been very proactive enough in sending updated information in a WhatsApp group saying that the meeting is starting, here is the link and everything. So unless somebody calls and says that they are not able to join, we should not be calling people and telling them to join the meeting. So let's not bring that strength. Also, one of the other things that I wanted to point out is, if you look at the agenda, we are exceeding time right now. So it will be a good idea if whoever plays the timer from the next meeting shows the color codes if a certain segment is exceeding beyond time. Okay? That way, it will help us to keep the meeting within the time limit that we have prescribed. If we really feel that we need more time, then the agenda needs to be revised to extend the time. But it's a good thing to kind of have the timer show the cards whenever any segment is exceeding the time limit, so that the future segments can be aligned to meet the time. And that also tells the speakers that they need to stick to the time limit and they cannot exceed the time limit. In a Toastmasters meeting, I know it's a bit difficult, because when we are speaking with a lot of passion, especially on a subject that we all know very well, all of us will tend to kind of exceed time. So this will be a good suggestion to kind of do that. Also, let's stop the practice of calling every people as sir or madam. Okay? We should, in a Toastmasters meeting, please address people either as Toastmaster or a distinguished Toastmaster, as the case might be. Okay? So don't start off calling up people as sir or madam. Okay? That's a precise reason why we have Toastmaster or DTM prefixed against our name. So let's kind of do that. Also, in table topic session, when we are calling people, first call a couple of members so that they start the table topic session and then involve guest. If we call guest in the front, some of the guests may not even know what table topics is. So they might not know how to speak, what to speak. It's better to have a couple of members speak first and then have the guest speak. As far as prepared speeches are concerned, one of the advice that I could want to kind of give is, please practice your speeches before you come and deliver them on stage. I could see a couple of speakers were kind of holding back a bit, and they were thinking and then they were speaking. Okay. Please don't do that. Practice your speeches a couple of times and then come and deliver it, so that you don't lose the flow. What happens is, if you stop a speech in between, you think and then you speak, it affects the flow of the speech, and also it will reflect in the evaluation when the evaluator gives a feedback. And those are some of the things which I kind of wanted to point out. Also, we need to have a dedicated Zoom master in the meeting. Sometimes I could see that ideally a speaker needs to be spotlighted, but in the midst of the meeting, I could see that only the timer was spotlighted and the speaker was not. Okay? So we need to have a dedicated Zoom master who will ensure that anybody who's speaking gets spotlighted. And also, when a speaker is speaking, you have both the speaker and the timer as spotlight, so that the speaker can see the timer and the timer can see the speaker. Okay, so these are some of the suggestions that we can do taking ahead. But overall, we are very consistent in the way we are meeting. we are very consistent that we see members coming and delivering their speeches, and we see that everyone is on the path to becoming more and more confident as they move through their Toastmasters journey. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shivakumar.
Thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster David Boone, Satish Menon, for your detailed and relevant evaluation of our meeting. It was really on spot, and you have highlighted what are the areas of improvement and what are the things we have done well. On the interest of time, I would like to close my team without giving any further information, and I would like to hand over the control back to the presiding officer, Kapil Dev Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much, Dhoni Shivakumaran, Toastmaster of the Day. I'd like to request our Sergeant at Arms to launch the poll for the speeches. Oh, here it is. He has launched the poll. Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms. We will. I request all the members and guests to vote for the best speaker, best role player, and best table topics, and best prepared speaker and best evaluator. So, as we vote, I'd like to thank DTM Satish Menon for giving a fantastic general evaluation. I do agree with his point that yes, as role players and as XCOM members, and of course as a responsible members, yes, we all need to be a little ahead and join the meeting so that we can start off with clarity and with the roles taken. And also when we have to change the roles, there is always a confusion, and there's always kind of discontinuity in the way. In fact, for some time I was confused whom do I declare, and I spoke to one person as a Toastmaster of the Day. So let us avoid that. And also, I would request all the evaluators who have taken the role of evaluation, please submit the evaluation form back to the speaker. This is one of the most important aspect of a Toastmasters thing. We have all the templates, formats ready, available. And if we give it back to the speaker, it is the speaker can refer it later. Whatever evaluation we are giving, this is not a competition. This we are giving it to the speaker for his or her improvement. So they may note some points, they may miss out some points, but take that few minutes of time, fill in the evaluation form and send it back to the speaker. That will help speaker keep it as a record if he or she would like to, and work on those areas of improvements and the strengths to strengthen them further. So that will help us. Okay. So, and also as I've created a shared drive, we can put all these evaluation forms there so that with the meeting numbers so that anybody can refer those. I mean, we should, in this AI world, in this world of information and data, if we have all the details put in a common place for everybody to access, I'm sure it will help someone someday. So I've shared the shared link to all the XCOM members. I'd like to extend it to all the members as well very soon. And on this note, I'd like to also welcome our young member who has been consistently joining our meetings as a guest and who has been very seriously participating in table topics. And today he has become a Toastmaster formally. Let me welcome Toastmaster Vijay Kumar. Vijay Kumar, welcome to Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. And can you give a brief introduction about you quickly?
Yes. First of all, thank you very much for being me here. And I appreciate all of your help to join this club. And myself, Vijay. I'm um, uh, I'm a working professional. I work in IT for last 12 years. I basically belongs to a life sciences domain, doing a clinical trial and writing programming for my core bachelor of work. So I'm here. I already told many times here. So my intention is to be a good presenter or to be a confident public speaker everywhere. So that's the reason I joined here. I would like to shape myself in the future sessions, in the future future days, and I want to be a conference speaker after a year at least. So that's a goal. Um, yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Really thanks for helping me to join this club, especially Shivakumar and Navneet and Satish Kumar Sales, uh, for all of your support. I could be able to join this club. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dravid Vijay. Welcome to Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters once again. I'm sure you will enjoy your journey through Toastmasters. Okay, now I'd like to request the guests on in the meeting, Muthu Pandi and Bala and Sachin Mohan to give a brief introduction if you've already not done, and request your experience to be shared.
Hi. Thank you, TM. And this was my second class. I mean, second meeting I've attended. And today I gave my first meeting and I was pushing myself into it. I was hoping I will be achieving something more in upcoming days. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for your work.
Thank you so much, Mohan. Any other
Hi.
guests like feedback?
Yes.
Yeah, Pandi. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Muthu Pandey. So I'm a working professional, and this is a new for me to join here also. And even that word I am hearing, right, the Toastmaster, it is new for me. So now, while watching these kind of speaking conversations and all, now I can get some hope. So I can get some clarity to speak about the people's like in public, how we can speak, or in the stage performance also, how we have to speak to the peoples. And so these kind of things I can learn it from here. So this is very helpful for me to learn the things. Like English is a word, that means it's a language to express our emotions, right? That is the reasons, but we cannot able to know that how we can express my emotions in English. But in our own language, we can easily can able to express my own emotions. But in English, sometimes we are getting lagging on that. So these kind of things, I need to overcome this. So that is the reasons I joined here. So to listen that how it will be going, and future I wish to join in the club also. So this is what I am listening this. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Muthu Pandi, for your honest feedback. And are you part of our guest group?
Yes, and today only I joined. That I said right, this is a new for me, and I joined today only. So I
Yeah.
think this is a new, I'm the guest
How
for
did you
this.
how did you come to know about Wake Up Chennai Club?
Through my one of my friends telling that.
Sorry?
No, through my one of my friend.
Okay. No, I'm not sure whether you're part of our guest group in the WhatsApp. So if you can share your phone number in the chat, we will add you to our guest group, and you will get all the notifications about the club meetings and events happening.
Yeah, sure.
He's not part
Please,
of our guest group.
Sorry?
Toastmaster.
Yeah, he's not part of the guest group.
Yeah, got it. So
The results are ready now. Toastmaster Sadish, results are ready now. Can we announce now?
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead, Sergeant at Arms.
Yeah. So today's meeting, best main role player, winner is DTM Sadish Menon. And best tag role player, our grammarian Toastmaster Santosh. And best table topic speaker is our guest Toastmaster Uma Natraj. And prepared speaker of today's meeting, Toastmaster Kanbarasan. And best evaluator of today's meeting is Toastmaster Gayatri Ponnuswamy. Have a big round of applause to all the winners. I congratulate all of you. Thank you. Over to you, Presiding Officer.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster and Daniel Andrew, the Sergeant at Arms, for the clap. Congratulations to all the winners, and for many years I've not been following cricket, and last week I watched the cricket match where our Indian girls and women's team have done a fabulous job. They have won, and I watched the match fully till the end. I was celebrating the midnight, putting WhatsApp messages. So that's aligned with the theme of this meeting. Thanks to Toastmaster of the Day, Dhoni Shivkumaran, our Vice President Education. We had a fantastic meeting with all the segments fulfilled to the best of our abilities. Yes, there is always a room for improvement. And as every cricket captain says during the interview of the winning match, one thing clearly they say is we stuck to the basic, especially when it is Test cricket victory or the 50-50, I mean, the one-day international matches. They say we stuck to the basics and we won. So that's what we keep doing, have the meetings on time, and we have been doing a fantastic job, and we have been taking goals. So on that note, I would like to call off meeting number 344 and looking forward to meet you all in meeting number 345 next Wednesday, same time, with this great team. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have a very
Thanks
great
all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you.